I'm ripping your glasses up. You know what's up. Southside. Your body be dropping, bitch. Sick up in my mental state of mind. All this bullshit going around all the time. Sick up in my mental state of mind. Hit up with the fully loaded clip. As the shells and shells and your body be dropping, bitch. Sick up in my mental state of mind. All this bullshit going around all the time. Sick up in my mental state of mind. Hit up with the fully loaded clip. As the shells ejected rip from your shit. Trying to get my life in order. Cause the end of the world's coming new world order. Devil, get off of me.
Your petition, and in my vision it appeared thus, that your petition will not be granted unto you. For all the your petition, and in my vision it appeared thus, that your petition will not be granted unto you throughout all the days of eternity, and that judgment has been finally passed upon you. Yea, your petition will not be granted unto you.
What?
And from henceforth you shall not ascend into heaven unto all eternity. And in bonds of the earth the decree has gone forth to bind you for all the days of the world. And that previously you shall have seen the destruction of your beloved sons, and ye shall have no pleasure in them, but they shall fall before you by the sword. And your petition on their behalf shall not be granted, nor yet on your own, even though you weep and pray and speak all the words contained in the writing which I had written. And the vision was shown to me thus. Behold, in the vision, clouds invited me, and a mist summoned me, and the course of the stars and the lightnings sped and hastened me, and the winds in the vision to fly and lifted me upward and bore me into heaven. And I went in till I drew nigh to a wall which is built of crystals, and surrounded by tongues of fire.
Crystals of
fire to affront me. And I went into the tongues of fire and drew nigh to a large house which was built of crystals. And the walls of the house were like tessellated floor made of crystals, and its groundwork was of crystal.
Damn!
Its ceiling was like the path of the stars and the lightnings, and between them were fiery cherubim, and their heavens clear as water.
Clear as water.
The flaming fire surrounded the walls, and its portals blazed with fire.
Fire!
And I entered into that house. and it was hot as fire and cold as ice. There were no delights of life therein. Fear covered me, and trembling got hold upon me. And as I quaked and trembled, I fell on my face. And I beheld a vision. And lo, there was a second house, greater than the former. And the entire portal stood open before me, and was built of flames of fire. And in every respect, so excelled in splendor and magnificent and extent, that I cannot describe to you its splendor and its extent. And its floor was of fire, and above it were lightnings and a part of the stars, and its ceiling also was flaming fire. I looked and saw therein a lofty throne. Its appearance was as crystal, and the wheels thereof as the shining sun. And there was the vision of cherubim. And from underneath the throne came streams of flaming fire, so that I could not look thereon. And the great glory sat thereon, and his raiment shone more brightly than the sun, and was whiter than any snow. None of the angels could enter and behold his face, by reason of the magnificence and glory, and no flesh could behold him. The flaming fire was round about him, and a great fire stood before him, and none around could draw nigh him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him, yet he needed no counselor. And the most holy ones who were nigh to him did not leave by night, nor depart from him. And until then I had been prostrate on my face, trembling. And the Lord called me with his own mouth, and said to me, Come hither, Enoch, and hear my word. And one of the holy ones came to me, and waked me, and made me rise up and approach the door. And I bowed my face downwards. Chapter 15. And he answered and said to me, and I heard his voice, Fear not, Enoch, thou righteous man and scribe of righteousness. Approach hither, and hear my voice. And go say to the watchers of heaven, who have sent thee to intercede for them, you should intercede for men, and not men for you. Wherefore have ye left the high, holy, and eternal heaven, and lain with women, and defiled yourselves with the daughters of men, and taken to yourselves wives, and done like the children of earth, and begotten giants as your sons? And though ye were holy, spiritual, living the eternal life, you have defiled yourselves with the blood of women, and have begotten children with the blood of flesh. And as the children of men have lusted after flesh and blood, as those also who die and perish, and them wives also.
United Nations. This is what we know to be the United Nations Development Goals, also known as Agenda 21. They are not hiding any of this. We have seen events like the Global Citizens Festival that show that there is now an international government that the population of the world are citizens of now. I've spoken about this in other videos as well, but I want you to think about it if you never heard it. They hold this Global Citizens Festival every year. What is a citizen? According to the Merriam-Webster